Hey guys, this is Matt with Milwaukee Road. I'm just going to do another yard update that I have. Um, as you can see, all the way back there, I have a passenger train sitting. Now, that is going to be one of, it's actually one of two tracks, as you can see right there. And then the third one goes all the way around. And then the main that comes along the side here continues on. So I'm going to have two main lines heading out that way into the new section, and that's not going to be scenic or anything. I'm not putting any lights up there. In fact, the shelving unit that's right up there is actually going to get lowered, and I'm going to have more storage for up there. So that's just basically for trains just kind of going from one yard to another on this lower subdivision area. But this is the yard that I have so far. And this is my Norfolk Southern yard. Now, the backdrop is going to go on this side of the 2x2. So there's going to be a little gap in between the wall and the backboard. So with that, I won't have to really worry about having to paint this or do anything about it. I can just tack it right up to the 2x2. I'm going to try to get that painted hopefully this week and installed this week. So to be honest, the plan of it is to paint up the backdrop tomorrow, let it dry, and then install it with my buddy on Wednesday. So hopefully that'll all go as planned so that I can get that installed. And once that's in, then I will do another update. But what it's going to do is come along here, and it's actually just going to veer around. It's not going to go into the back and make a right turn. It's actually going to follow this track on a curve. So I know that's kind of hard to see. Well, there's a better shot. But yeah, so it's going to come off of that wall, curve around, and go around and get attached to this 2x2 right there. Then as it comes around this way, oops, sorry about that, it'll just get attached to the wall, and it'll stop right up against there, which is actually, as you can see, the window frame. So it'll go right up to there. This will be on this side of the backdrop, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that pole, but or with that leg, but I'll figure it out. All the track is in. So you can see I got the track right here goes to the helix. This, oh, as I knocked that car off, this track goes around the outside of the helix, comes around, and is actually my turnaround track. So I have my AR1 ready to be installed for the reversing loop. So as you can see, I have the insulators there and insulators there, so I'll put feeders there and feeders over here so that way I can put the AR1 in. But the way that this is set up, and I'm going to show you this real quick, this is the main line that goes to the yard. So as this comes up, this first turnout goes across and is this end of the reversing loop. So we go back to this crossing, or this turnout I should say, go up to the second one. The second one will actually take you onto the helix and go around. I've got a couple of turns. I still haven't finished the helix completely. I still have to tie it into the upper layer, but that is how it's going to be set up. And then, of course, if you just went straight, then that just goes on to that end of the reversing loop. But I do have it set up so that going through this turnout, coming across at this crossing right here, and right now I just have a SD60 sitting there, but this will actually be where helper engines will sit for assisting trains on the helix. And then this turnout right here into these three tracks are going to be storage. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do. I was thinking about making it team track. You know, make this one like a team track, and make this one or these two, just extra storage. Not 100% certain of what I'm gonna do. It was more of I just had a couple of these turnouts and kind of just wanted to throw them in and have fun. You can see I got the ballast all set, ready to go. This ballast is actually another Arizona Rock and Mineral. I'll show you this. So it is made for all those different railroads. Sorry about that. Each bag is 10 ounces, and it's 139-1. And so I have 6 of these, and the lower track all the way up to right over there is where all of this is going to get all ballasted. Past that, I'm not worrying about it because, in fact, that's all going to get hidden with a skirt. So with that in mind, I then have all of this area that I'm going to scenic. I apologize for the shakiness. I'm actually using my cell phone for this. These legs in front are all going to get painted black, so that way they kind of, that basically, as you can see on that, those legs are all painted black. So I'm just kind of going with it, so that way, those two will be black. This one, and then the other two that are behind me. I do have a 5-inch board that is the same as this, same color, so that way there's going to be another fascia over here. It's just going to go up to here, go around, continue, and of course, the leg is going to be black. And then from here down is actually going to be a curtain. So I'm going to cut away, because before, the curtain actually started up here and came all the way down. Now that this area is open, I'm cutting it down to this height, so that way my storage area down there is all going to be hidden. You can see that's all my wife's stuff for when she works at the camp for kids with diabetes, so I had to keep that underneath the layout. Right now, I apologize. It looks like a big mess because, well, you can imagine how much area of storage was lost because Norfolk Southern needed to have their own yard. So that's all that I have right now. Up to that building is going to be all scenic. I'm going to have a parking lot over there. I do have some maintenance trucks that are going to be going in over there. I'm waiting on the decals to put on the side of the truck. So that's what I have. I still have to build the building that goes right there. Move this piece of track because that doesn't belong there. And move this. So you can kind of see how that is. Oh, sorry about that. So that's how that's set up right now. Now, with the Helix, I'm going to quickly come over here. As you can see, well, the reverse loop and the Helix are all Kato track. So I did that so that way it's smooth running all the way around. Well, sorry, I apologize. I'm not real good with my cell phone, so I'm still learning where the camera actually is. So I apologize that my finger keeps getting in the way. But you can see it goes up. Now, right there's where it ends, right here, and it's actually going to curve across, come up, and I have to cut a hole through here, so it'll be, notched out right there. You can see I had my wires there that I had to relocate up to there. So it'll continue going across, again, oh, there we go. It'll continue going across right there. Sorry. And then right back here, it has to get a hole put in. You can see where the track comes down. I'm going to take you up top to show you the mine is gone. The part of the mountain is gone. And the track has been put in temporarily. This isn't anything set up on a permanent basis because, as you can see, I still have to notch out this area so that way the trains can go down without actually getting stopped. So, you know, you run this down, you can see there's still quite a bit that has to get cut out. So that's where I'm at right now. The mountain's been ripped out. Coal mine is gone. All that's going to come back, I just have to finish with this. This track actually used to dead end right in there, and I had a two track portal that was right here. This track always had a staging of you know, a couple of cars, just to kind of make it look like, you know, there were two tracks that went into the mine. But in all honesty, it actually just dead end in there, because this track back here continues around and comes out right there. So that's how that track plan goes. So I still have to notch that area out so that way trains can proceed down, and I have to kind of put it on an appropriate grade so that way it's not going to be a fast roller coaster ride going down. So going back under, you can see how it's just sitting up there right now. So I got to cut that out, and then where is it? Right there. So there is the track. So I have to cut a hole in there. So I'm just using a hole saw for that. Same with that side. Going to use a hole saw, and then connect all the track up with more Kato track. So I've got the straight right there, the extra turns there, and as you had seen up here, the transition from Atlas to Kato, and then more of the turn that continues on down there to continue it. So directly underneath here is where it'll go, and then basically, oh, sorry about that, basically following around here and enter into the helix and going down and around all the way to there to enter the Norfolk Southern Yard. So that's what I have so far. I hope to have more done this week and next week. So we'll see how all this goes. I apologize I haven't been able to get a video up lately. My wife has been on my case with me trying to, or with her trying to get some books done for our hockey team, our professional hockey team here in Charleston. So I was told wasn't allowed to work on the layout until all the books were done. So the last couple weeks I've been working on those with her and the rest of her committee. So hope you guys like this. I have a lot more Norfolk Southern engines. I just have not put them out yet. I'm going to finish off all the windows on here. And the roof on this unit is actually just going to be one big, you know, it's going to be their regular roofs. They're all going to be connected on the bottom, and then basically you can just lift it off all as one. So that's how I'm going to have this set up. So I hope you guys like it, and I will hopefully get another video up. I'm hoping next week I'll have it up. This next weekend I'm actually going to be going to a train show, so if it's a good one, I'll get some video there and put it up. It's going to be in Hickory, North Carolina. So hope you guys enjoy this, and I will see you next time. Thanks.